Hey everybody, it's Love Pink Lucy. I am coming to you today with the latest Dayspring Bible journaling kit. You probably saw my unboxing already. If not, I will link it below so you can check out all of the goodies that are in this kit. This is the very first kit that Dayspring has done on their own. There's no other Illustrated Faith is not involved in this kit. If you don't know the backstory of that, you can also look on my unboxing for that. But this is going to be quite exciting because Dayspring is collaborated with the creators of the INCOURAGE Bible, which is the Bible I have sitting here, and this is the cover that came on it. The INCOURAGE Devotional Bible. It is a Christian Standard Bible. And the people who were involved in creating this Bible with its devotional content and the look and feel of it also worked on the Bible journaling kit. So they can coordinate and collaborate together, but you do not have to use them together, if that makes any sense. But I will be personally doing my pages from this kit in this Bible to show you the difference that you can use. The typical journaling Bible has the margin here, or there's an interleaved Bible that has a blank page between each text page. But this has the margin down here. So I'm going to be showing you different ways to think outside of the box and journal differently. And which is also going to be for me too, because I've never journaled in a Bible like this. So y'all are going to go on a journey with me too, which we'll have fun doing that. So this kit is the first of 3 that will be focusing on the women of the Bible. They are standalone kits, or you could also use them together. The three months that come, January, February, March, they all connect, but they can also are standalone. So if you get this kit and you enjoy it, but next month you're not sure, you can always get March or whatever, or you can just wait and get the next kit. It does just whatever you want to do. Get all 3. Of course, my affiliate links will be in the bottom. And speaking of affiliate links, Dayspring does send me these kits to check out and review, and to be able to create content for you guys to check out. And I also do receive a small compensation if you decide to purchase from my personal links, which if you do, I truly appreciate that. So let's tackle this page, shall we? This devotional, and which I did not think about and should have looked at it before, but also this Bible is not only a journaling Bible, it is a devotional Bible. So it is chock full of devotional content all throughout this Bible. So you're getting, more than just a Bible. You're getting more than just a journaling Bible. You're getting a Bible, a journaling Bible, and a Bible full of devotional content and a lot of meat. Like right here, it talks about meet Elizabeth, a woman of friendship. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on today, because we're going to be talking about Mary and Elizabeth and their lovely friendship. And then look at this huge devotional about it. And so this is what comes in the kit. And that's perfect standalone. It can do its own thing. But if you have this Bible, you can go more in depth into the study. So which is really cool. So, and I'm just going to tell you, I have not read this yet. I did not read this or anything. I've only read this. So we're going to go strictly off of what I've learned from this. And so this is Luke 1, and it's talking about Mary and Elizabeth. And so I'll just read this to you really quickly. Imagine being Mary, a virgin, told by an angel you are going to have God's baby. There's a little much for anyone to be able to hold together alone. So what does Mary do? Luke writes that Mary set out and hurried to the hill country where her relative Elizabeth lived. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, God moved inside her. Yes, it was the baby John, the future messenger of God, who jumped inside of her. But Luke writes that Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. With the Holy Spirit inside, Elizabeth knew and believed immediately, even without hearing Mary's story, in the Son of God growing in Mary's womb. Elizabeth, the older woman, with a miracle of her own, spoke life and truth to Mary's young, dueling heart. And Mary's response to Elizabeth's faith was to rejoice in the Lord. If she had doubts before, they were gone now. God orchestrated the births of Jesus and John. He chose their mothers not only for the sake of their babies, but God chose Mary and Elizabeth for each other too. Their friendship strengthened and encouraged each other, growing them closer to the Lord and the truth. Oh, that's the second time I've read that, and that the second time seemed more powerful than the first. Which I do encourage you to do that sometimes. You read something once and you get it, but then you read it again and it kind of sinks in a little bit better. And so then down at the bottom it says, just to kind of like a prompt to you, what miracle have you seen and experienced, and then what younger woman in your life could use the wisdom and faith God's given you. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. So what we're going to do with this, if you typically watch my tutorials and know anything about the way I journal, I always prep my pages. But guys, I'm not going to with this Bible. I am just going to be like other people who don't prep pages, and I'm going to go for it. One thing that come in this kit is a gelato in the color of fig. And so I am going to use this gelato, and some people may not be familiar with them. If you go on YouTube, there is a gazillion trillion tutorials. So I'm not even going to give you a tutorial on how to use a gelato because there's so many things you can do with it. Gelatos are very universal. They can be used wet, they can be used dry, you can smudge them, you can paint with them like watercolor, you can use them with stamps. I mean, like, they're so much fun. I really honestly don't have a lot of them. I don't know why, but I don't. But I'm going to use this one, and I pulled out, see, these are the only colors I have, but I did have this color too, and it's a shimmery gelato. And I liked it because it matches the coral in the kit. And so I wanted to give another color besides this. And so this is what I plan on doing with it. And let's just get going. Let's start with the gelato first. So I'm just going to take my gelato and I'm just going to scribble down here with it. And I think I'm going to go up. I want to kind of, because it's not going to cover up my words, so don't worry about that. I just kind of want to have some of the story to be covered. And so then I'm just going to take my finger and smudge. You can use a baby wipe to do this as well if you want to. But I'm just going to use my finger and smudge it a little bit just to make it creamy and dreamy. And see, it does not cover your words. So this is a beautiful way to add color to your pages without covering the words. If you're someone who is not really into that, which it doesn't bother me. So I'm going to add this color. This one came in the kit. This is my own personal color. And this one's a shimmery one, and I'm going to blend it. See how it just gives a light, subtle hue, which is so pretty. Just blend that up, and it, oh my gosh, that's so pretty how it's making those colors. I just want my page just have a subtle hue to it. I'm going to put some of this up here too, because it's still the story. They're really easy to use. And like I said, they're universal. There's so many things you can do with a gelato. I want this to be a little bit darker up here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I like that. Need some more down here. Need some more here. Scribble, scribble, scribble. You can write over them. They're easy. They're really good with mixed media. Okay. Just want to give this page some color. I don't have my baby wipes in here, or I would show you how to use that. But what I think I may do, though, is I think I'm going to take a little bit of water, which is not going to be a lot. I'm going to get one of my spray bottles over here. And I'm just going to show you how you can activate the color a little bit. Okay. See how it activates? Helps you smudge it a little bit easier. And don't worry, it's not going to hurt your pages. Okay. We'll get the paper towel. And I'm going to blot it. Absorb the extra moisture. I know, I'm sure some people who've never done anything like this in their Bible are freaking out right now that I just got that page wet. And it's okay. I'm going to dry it, so just hold on a second while you can use your hair dryer or a heat gun. Just to get this page dry. When you put water to a page, it makes the page crinkly, and there's like, it's got a new texture to it. It's a lot of, I don't know, it's kind of exciting when it gets that crinkle. If you can hear it, it's like fun. Okay, I'm going to do some more of this color on here. I just kind of want it to be a little bit more saturated than it is. A little bit more. And then a little bit more of this one. Go up here a little bit more. Okay. The thing about Mary and Elizabeth I think is fascinating is that not only did God use them for two of the most incredible men ever, you know, one that being the Messiah, but John, who came before and kind of got people ready and prepared for who was coming, you know, their Savior. And I think it's fun that they were cousins, you know, like, I cherish my cousins. I adore them. You know, I don't know, there's a special bond between cousins, I think. But, you know, Elizabeth and Mary were, you know, just, here was Elizabeth, and I can relate to Elizabeth of being older and wanting a child and longing for a child and wondering if it's going to happen, and then she finally does get pregnant, and oh my goodness, and it's John the Baptist. Could you imagine? But their friendship, like, what an incredible thing. Like, I wonder, like, how close they were before they were both pregnant with these precious miracle babies. I guess they would have been fairly close before, because why would Mary have chosen to go to Elizabeth so quickly? So I guess there was that bond between them before. Okay, so I think I'm pretty good. I can keep adding color until the cows come home, and so I better stop. So I think for me, what I'm going to do on this next, I'm going to add these stickers. I want to do Mary and Elizabeth on here. And this is definitely not done yet. I'm not through with what I'm going to do on this page, so don't even think this is the end result. I want to do Mary and Elizabeth. I don't know if I was supposed to get 2 of these, but I did. So I'm going to take, I'm trying to figure out the exact way I want to stagger them. And of course I'm going to use my washi on here. I think I want to, you have to bear with me, because if you know anything about me, you know I kind of allow my brain to do its own thing. Like, I don't plan a whole lot. So I'm going to do Mary right here. And there's a little and symbol right here. And see, y'all, this just shows you that Bible journaling is not that difficult. It's not always about the biggest picture that you can create. Okay, Mary and Elizabeth. Now, I think that I want to do the Better Together stamp right here. Get my ink out. I want to use ink. Actually, I think I'm going to, okay, I got my little Better Together stamp there. I'm going to get a different color. Over here, I think. Maybe not. There's my ink pad. Okay, I'm going to do Better Together. Stamping that. See? Okay. Better Together. But I also want to take some of the, like the ferns and things that are on here. And I'm going to show you a different way to use the gelato. Put it back on this way. So I'm going to place it like right here, like going up the side of the page. And so I believe this color right here is a little bit like the color that's in the kit. And so I'm going to just go over my stamp if it'll let me. I'm going to take my gelato. I think I've used a lot of this one, so there's not much left on it. But I'm just going to cover my stamp. And I'm going to get some water on it. Missed it a little bit. Hopefully it'll work. There we go. Okay. See how it's very light on there? That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm gonna go up the side of the page. Remember, gelato is not going to cover your word, so you're fine if it goes over a word. See, it's very faint. It's exactly how I was wanting it. Put a little bit of water on there with my finger. Yeah, perfect. Okay, there's that. Still not done. I do want to dry this really quick though, because I'm going to go over it with a different color. Okay, so I'm going to wipe it off. I should have had my paper towel, my baby wipes in here, but they're not. So instead, I'm going to go over it with this gelato that I was already using. Okay. And I missed it just to get some water on it, get that water activated. Just like that. I'm just going to press this. It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. I kind of like the messy look that it's giving me. Ooh, I like how that ended up turning out like that. I think I need to do one like that right here. Just to... And what you can also do with the gelato, I'll show you. You can use it like a watercolor. So I'm going to get some water on my brush and see. And I'm just going to go through here and just kind of add some of the blue that's like right there. Just to give it a little bit of blue where that one had the blue. I just didn't want to stamp it again. Okay, here's that. Oh, that's the one. Okay, okay. Get good and dry. Okay, now I'm going to use some of the washi tape, and I really like for my washi to be jaggedy. Like, I don't like a perfectly clean end. I like it to be sort of like that, jagged and give it some texture. Then I'm going to write on here just some of my thoughts about this, about who they were, and and whatnot. And I'm going to use a purple pen. Just make sure it's going to work. This is a distress marker. And no, it's not working. Of course it's not, because I want it to. Let's see here. I'm like going through some of my pens over here. I guess I'll just go in and use a black. This is a Sharpie pen, regular Sharpie pen. I'm gonna write, and oh my gosh, I am loving how that turned out right there. So they're better together, and my thoughts on them is that let's see, these women who carried Miracle, Miracle babies needed each other, not only for support, but for encouragement. They were family, but also friends. So I just wrote my little thoughts on the situation, and you can write whatever you want to do. And then something that I always say you must do is always date it. So today is the 21st, and so I'll just write down here. You can stamp it. January 21st, 2019. There we go. Guys, this is probably the most simple page I have ever done in my entire life of Bible journaling. And as you can see, it's simple. Bible journaling does not have to be complicated. You see, I mean, it would have taken even less time if I hadn't been having to describe things or whatever. So, I mean, it could take you 10 to 15 minutes a day of spending some time in the Word, reading a devotional, and then just throwing some color on a page, a few stickers, and writing your thoughts, so that when you are back, like later on when you're going through the Bible, you can go, oh, wow, I remember when I read that. Yeah, those were my thoughts on that situation. So, there you have it, and hopefully I'll come back and I will do my other pages for the other ones, and I hope that you join me. And don't forget that there's a link in the description down below where you can purchase this kit, and also I'll have a link for the Bible if you're interested in it as well. Even if you don't want to use it for journaling, it's a great devotional Bible. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for a little while, and I hope you have a blessed day. And remember, we are better together. Bye, guys.